Hello everybody, welcome back to 3 Cozy Games. I got a lot of views on the first one, so I figured I might as well jump in and do another one, because they're just nice and relaxing. So this first one's called The Longest Night. I don't really look too much into these when I start doing them, but I just kind of go for it. Why aren't I cold? Fire. We have a fire. We have reached that level as a civilization. Oh! I'm bored! Feels like we've been here forever. Oh, we should do the longest night constellation thing. Wow. Really? I haven't done that since I was like 6. No one has done that since they were like 6. Well, I don't remember being 6. Really? Really? Yeah, I don't remember much before like 8.5. That's very specific. Bay is a synthetic life form created at age 8.5. This makes so much sense. Beep boop beep. 1101. Okay, whatever, I'm done. Can we just do this thing? None of us knows enough about the constellations to even do it, Bay. Bay? Bo? Bay. Yeah, Bay. I do. Since when? Since always. Now listen up, dummies. We're going to school! Space school! I can't see anything. We're pattern finders. Find some patterns. Oh. Oh, cool! Oh, these ones aren't connected. Hey, I did it! Ibon, the first singer. Ever see the opera based on this? No? Oh, cool. Oh, it's brilliant. It's like 21 hours long. That's no. And like 100 years ago, when I was playing in Bright Harbor, the stage exploded during the part where Ibon crashes his balloon into the world worm. Sweet! Was anyone killed? Dude, like a lot of people. Oh. Listen, if you can't laugh at that, I have bad news about the rest of the story. The rest of history. Oh, cool. This is adorable. Marmendos, the little king. That's what Ryan means, little king. He was, a king who was little. I don't know anything about this one. Apparently, a little king was big news back then. I don't think he was even supposed to be all that small. Stop the presses! So there's this king, right? But get this, he's slightly smaller than you'd expect. He wears small shoes. Let's immortalize him in the night sky! I'm kinda short. May Borowski, constellation. Nah. Everyone who picked the constellations is dead now. Dude. Oh, no? Oh. Lucio. Ah, yeah. Who? What? Lucio the Fox. Scourge of the French countryside. Yeah, totally French. Totally a scourge. Why does he have a spear through him? The candle that burns twice as bright gets speared through the guts. Beautiful. You can see why this one is so popular. Can we? Oh, yeah. Play that funky music. Quinoa, executed by some king somewhere. Her head continued to speak against her murderers for years. That's pretty sweet. Ugh, you'd think, right? But in the story, she's portrayed as annoying. Like she was being a martyr. About literally being martyred. They eventually put her head in a trunk and threw it in a river. Jeez! I know, right? Supposedly, if you put your head underwater in some river in Italy, she'll tell you about her murder. They renamed it the River of Guilt. But not like the guilt of her murderers. More like she's giving you a guilt trip or something stupid. This constellation is garbage. Chop my head off. I'll bite yours off. Happy longest night, everyone. Moving on. Oh, no. Goes there. And here. And then I'm guessing here. There we go. Got it. Invernerus, the inventor of music. Nice beak. Reminds me of Germ. Haha. Germ isn't even musical, like, at all. Germ? Like germ? Weird germ? Yes? How do you know? I think May's getting sleepy. I love this! It's a bell with an eye! Tolmetron! It rings at the end of the world. And Mundy shakes everything off her back. And I think it all catches fire, too. It all made sense back then. Back when people were, like, wicked dumb. Yeah, I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but people were, like, super dumb back then. It's all relative. And full of dumb people. Beautiful dumb people. A fish! Just a fish, that's it. And just a fish. Pretty self-explanatory. Huh. Fun fact, fish is my sign. I think that means you're adaptable and smelly, or I think that means you're a failure in all things. Ah, Cap, you're not even. Oh my god, you're actually sad I didn't mean anything. I'm sorry. Don't cry, Angus. Angus, you're really nice and smart and stuff. Don't listen to May, she's perpetually angry. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll leave. Why can't I leave? And how am I not freezing? It's okay, May. Just had a long year is all. Aw, dude. It'll be better next year. Go, Angus. I'm on Team Angus. Me too! Team Angus! I'm team captain and designated makeout partner. No, all right. Me too, but not the makeup part. I'm team treasurer? Can I be the mascot? Mundy, the world fish. Back then, they thought the whales were fish. And you know, that world was on one. Mundy is my sign. Oh god. Of course it is. Hey, what does that mean? Well, if any of this meant anything, then it might mean something, but it doesn't, so it doesn't. What are you doing? Whale noises! Harmonium, the head of the singing orders of angels. Ugh, this one? My mom always said that I look like this one. You do! I can see it. I sure can't. Leading so many cranky angels. Grouching hard. Across the sky. Okay. Moving on. Rubello, Pope sometime in the 1400s. Crazy times. Oh god, I love this one. There were 2 rival popes, and Rubella won by opening his mouth and consuming them with fire! And then he ate them. What? I knew that one! That is amazing. I mean, historically, his extended family poisoned one and stabbed the other before throwing him into a canal. But he did eat them. He did eat them, yes. That is the raddest thing I have ever heard. Chomp chomp, whoops, I ate you. Now I'm the Pope. Oh! The broken snake. The first thing that talked. The story has always made me so annoyed. I was totally a kid in Sunday Cool who pitched a fit over this story. Oh my god, I remember that! You got sent out to adult church to sit with your parents. No punch and cookies for me! Wow, I certainly missed out on all that. Oh dude, you didn't even. Corvin, the thief, stole the diamond from the crown of Rubella, the fire-breathing pope. Got arrowed to death like 200 feet from the palace. So he didn't get to be a constellation for being a great thief then. He did not. Screw the man. Steal their diamonds. Ah yes, the revolutionary zeal of kids from the suburbs. Possum Springs isn't the suburbs. Yeah, you need a city to have suburbs. We're in the dead center of nowhere. It's like a 40-minute drive if you want to buy shoes. Also, I'm 21. I'm not a kid. I think you're younger than me. I'm 21 too. We both have full-time jobs. Well, as close to full-time as they can get. Before they have to start giving us health insurance. Oh, I'll be 20 in like 4 months. Okay, fine. You're all very serious adults. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Oh, they're combined. Oh, okay. The Mice Writers, inventors of written language. Weren't there supposed to be thousands of them? Listen, there's only so much sky. The Mice Writers are my sign. I think that means you're thousands of geniuses. I think that means you're screwed. What? Mice are nature's snack cake. If you follow the food chain all the way down, you will find mice. I'm sorry, Gregory, but your days are numbered. No way, man. I'm forever. Well, that's all 13 of them. Yay! Thanks, Angus. That was pretty great. You're a big old nerd, Captain. Yes. Yes, I am. You should be a professor. I like to think I filled that role at the video store. Well, I should probably get home. Wait! I just realized that I haven't hung out with you in years, bae. What? Yeah, not since like the 7th grade. When we had a huge fight when we were 12. I remember more like you stopped sitting with me at lunch. Or returning my phone calls. Or responding to messages. Always with Greg. Too cool for me. Sorry, bae. Didn't mean to be a friendship wrecker. It's cool, Greg. It was ages ago. Wait, are we actually in space? What? But I'm warm. And breathing. What am I sitting on? He's meta. Tyrannosaurus pattern. What? Oh god. I haven't seen Greg or Angus for a year and a half. Regret and emptiness. I didn't go home for longest night. Laundry day. Apple juice tastes from when you threw up earlier. You have to call home. You don't want to call home. It's too late to take the bus. What's going on? What made you think of me today? You don't want to take the bus. This is your new life. Is it still new after a year and a half? Underwear adjust. What the hell is going on? Next year will be new again. Next year will be new again. Leg stretch. Oh, come on. This is getting stupid. Am I seriously... Well, home's not gonna call itself. It was a dream. Oh. Oh, that was cute. It ended really abruptly, and I don't know if there's anything different that you could do throughout it. I doubt it, but it ended very abruptly. That's not a bad thing. It's just like, okay. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Okay. Hi, welcome to Space Frog. I don't believe there's any audio for this game, at least at the start of it, so we're just going to have to go with just my voice to start with. Hopefully, I'm at a good level for you all. You're probably going to hear my dog barking in the background, as you do for a lot of these videos, but he just won't stop today, and I got stuff to do. So let's do this. Space Frog, a story of a frog in space. Once upon a time, there was a frog. His name was Space Frog. Space Frog had a little spaceship. It was made just for him. One day, Space Frog decided to go collect a star. To get a star, Space Frog would need to board his spaceship. However, he could only bring one thing with him in his satchel, since both the ship and his satchel were not very big. Space Frog looked around to see what he could bring. What did he put in his satchel? I cannot speak today. It's going to be great. What did he put in his satchel? Space food, empty bottle, froggy bank. Space food. We're going to go, ooh, yeah, space food. Space Frog put the packet of space food in his satchel. Now that Space Frog was ready to go, he got into his spaceship. Then he started the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! The spaceship flew up and away into the sky. It went over the mountains, past the moon, and farther than most frogs could ever dream of going. But Space Frog was no ordinary frog. Space Frog peered out the spaceship window. He knew what he was looking for. He just needed to find it. But where should he go? The first planet Space Frog saw was a small one, pale and blue. Did he stop his spaceship? Yeah, let's stop. Space Frog landed his ship on the small planet and stepped out. The blue ground was hard and rocky. Space Frog trekked across the pale blue planet and found a little field of white grass. In the middle of the field was a sheep. Space Frog stared. The sheep stared back. Hello, said the Space Frog. I'm looking for a star. Bah, said the sheep. Space Frog did not understand the sheep. If only he had paid better attention in sheep class. Space Frog wasn't sure what to do. He didn't speak sheep. Could he communicate with the sheep in some other way? Offer some space food. Bah back. Space Frog opened the packet of space food. Inside, it was a dry block of something that could hardly be called food, but people couldn't be picky about food in space. Are you hungry? Even if Space Frog didn't speak sheep, he knew that everyone liked to eat, and he was right. The sheep only took one look at the space food before eating it whole, wrapper and all. Space Frog gasped. You can't eat the wrapper! It's not food! But the damage was done. The sheep had already finished eating. Then Space Frog heard a plop. Space Frog squinted. On the grass behind the sheep, he could see something sparkly. A big, bright star. Is this for me? Space Frog asked the sheep. Bah! Said the sheep. It sounded like a yes to Space Frog. Thank you, replied Space Frog. But the sheep had already trotted away. Space Frog managed to stuff the big star into his satchel. It made for a tight fit inside his little spaceship, but he steered his ship back down to Earth. After he landed, Space Frog did not go home. No, he had somewhere else he had to go first. He checked that the star was safely in his satchel, and then he headed not for his house, but the one next door. Space Frog rang the doorbell. He didn't have to wait long before his best friend Earth Cat answered the door. His name was actually Jay. No one called him Earth Cat, but Space Frog. "Hi, Space Frog. Sorry, I have to work today, so I can't play with you," said Earth Cat with a frown. Space Frog shook his head. "It's okay. I'm just here to give you something." Earth Cat looked confused. "For me? It's not my birthday or anything, though." Space Frog took the star out of his satchel. It glowed bright in his hands. "I know you've been working late into the night recently, so I wanted to get you a star for light." Oh, that's so cute. For a moment, Earth Cat didn't say anything. Then, he gave Space Frog a hug. "Thank you, Space Frog. That's very kind of you." Earth Cat took the star with a smile. Space Frog smiled back. "No problem, Earth Cat." Space Frog gave Earth Cat a wave before heading back home. After Space Frog got back, he put away his satchel and lied down in bed. It had been a good day. He'd gone to space, found a bright and sparkling star, and met up with his best friend, Earth Cat. "I hope Earth Cat will have time to play with me soon." Space Frog closed his eyes and dreamt of the fun adventures he and Earth Cat could have tomorrow. The end. That was cute. Really quick. There's probably some other things that you could do with that, but I like it. You know, that's why this is a cozy game. Cozy game. I like that it has dialogue options for sure. That just makes things a little bit better than just reading, so that always makes it more interesting. Welcome to Flourish. Native to South America, begonia. Yeah, let's go with begonia. Soft hands place you on a windowsill, and you turn to face the room. A girl smiles at you. She has dark hair and dark eyes and a friendly smile. "Joe, I'm heading out." Joe looks away from you and walks over to the girl struggling to close her backpack. "Your car's here already? Abby, did you even pack?" "Yeah," says Abby, zipping up her overstuffed backpack with a final tug. "Wait, no, my charger's in your room. Can you?" "Wow, Abby, yeah." Joe runs into the other room. You hear boxes being pushed aside. Abby wanders over to the other side of the room near you. She stares out the window for a moment. "You have a really nice view," she calls. "Yeah," yells Joe, voice muffled through the door. "Where's your charger?" "No idea," Abby yells back. Her expression turns concerned. "You'll be all right with the unpacking, right? I can stay if you need." "No, you can't," says Joe, walking back into the room. "You'll get fired if you miss another day. You know that." She tosses a phone charger at Abby, who lets it bounce off her stomach and fall to the floor. "So, I've been fired before, and I'll get fired again. Life be like that," says Abby conclusively, crossing her arms. "It's fine. Thanks for your help with the move. You're my strongest friend, and I need your help carrying things." Abby flexes. "Yeah, no problem. That's what friends are for, right? Oh, wait, toothbrush." Joe sighs and runs back into the other room. "You think they're nice?" Abby stares out the window again. Then she looks at you. "You'll take care of her, right?" she says, smiling and poking one of your leaves. "Take care of my friend." A car honks from outside, and Abby looks up. "Joe, my car's here." Joe runs over and hands Abby a toothbrush. "Thanks. I found it on the floor, so maybe buy a new one." They hug. It's a long, tight hug with a lot of rocking back and forth. "You're gonna do great at the new job, okay?" says Abby into Joe's shoulder. "I love you." "I love you too." There's another honk, and Abby pulls away. "Ah, okay, I'll see you. And don't kill this one," she adds, jabbing a finger at you. "I mean it. It's a good one." "I won't." Joe stands there staring, long after the door closes. After a moment, she looks down. She forgot her charger. Flower. You try to flower, but you fail. Day 2. The windowsill is nice. Sunlight hits you in the morning, warming you deep to your roots. Mid-morning, Jo emerges from her bedroom and cracks open the window. The air is cool, but not cold. It feels good. Jo spends the rest of the day unpacking. Cardboard boxes are stacked against the far wall. She takes them down one by one, carefully, and opens them up. You watch as she puts away kitchenware, decorations, toiletries, and books. Sometimes she disappears into her bedroom, where you hear more shuffling, more swearing. Around noon, you hear a buzzing noise. You hear muffled voices from the other room, and then Jo walks into the living room, holding her phone. Her expression is strained. Yes, it's fine. She sits on the couch. I know. I won't. Yes, that's fine. The landlord said the lease was fine, even though I sent it in late. You notice her left hand squeezing the couch cushion. Abby left yesterday, and yes, I know, my first day is Monday. No, I haven't met them. They sounded nice over the phone, though. It'll be fine. She's silent for a moment. You watch as she nods, a little tiredly. Yes, I will. I will take care of it. Thanks. Okay. Yes. Okay. Bye, Mom. All moms. Jo sets the phone down and then collapses on the couch. She goes back to her room, and you don't see or hear her for a long time. You wonder about Jo's new job. In the evening, Jo emerges from her room and sits on the couch. She opens her laptop, which is covered with cat stickers. She keeps looking at you. You sit comfortably for a while, silent but for the sound of Jo's typing. The gentle evening wind rustles your leaves. No, she says, suddenly. She's glaring at her computer screen, offended beyond belief. Your package will arrive by Tuesday. She sighs and closes her laptop. With more force than was probably necessary, she goes into her room and comes back out with a jacket and a backpack, keys jingling. She gives you one last worried look before she walks out the front door. It's dark out by the time Jo comes back. She's holding shopping bags. The first thing she does when she's inside is take a wrapped item out of one of the bags and carries it to the kitchen. You hear crinkling paper and running water. She walks over to you. She's holding a watering can. It's a very cute watering can. There you go, bud, she says, gently pouring water into your pot. You feel the soil cool and moisten. It's refreshing. She sets the watering can on the windowsill. Then she takes a wrapped burrito out of its bag, crumples the bag up, pitches it clear across the room, and goes to town on that burrito. You suck up some moisture from your roots. It's kind of like you're having dinner together. It's nice. Flower. You try to flower, but you fail. Damn it! Day 4. Jo wakes up early today. You listen as she showers and blasts pop music. She walks in the living room wearing a very professional-looking suit jacket with matching slacks. She sits at the table and eats an extremely healthy breakfast, oats and fresh fruit, while scrolling on her phone and bobbing her head to the music. Jo grabs her lunch from the fridge, packing it into her computer bag, and then waters you. She gives the apartment a final glass, stainless steel travel mug in one hand, her computer bag on her shoulder, and then smiles and leaves the apartment. You hear the key turn and her footsteps fade down the hall. The day goes on. Sunlight filters through the trees, warming your soil. Your leaves turn happily towards the light, and your roots take in the water. You feel healthy. Flower! You try to flower, but you fail. Day 8. Love the music to this one. The house is quiet when Jo isn't home. After getting back from work, she usually goes straight to her room. You don't see her much. Oh, I'm wilting! She seems tired. Oh no. You are worried for her. She forgot to water you today. You feel your leaves start to shrivel. The front door opens slowly and Jo enters. She tosses her keys in the general direction of the kitchen counter. She misses and drops her bags on the floor. She sighs and stares up at the ceiling for a long time. She glances at you, sadly, like you're a reminder of something she'd rather not think about. She wanders into the kitchen, opening and closing cabinets with little aim. It's unclear what, if anything, she's looking for. Then she retreats into her room for the rest of the night. The apartment is quiet again. Forwards. Day 10. Joe rushes out of the house this morning. She doesn't eat breakfast. She forgets to water you. Again. Time passes and you feel yourself withering, drying, shrinking. It hurts. When Joe comes home that night, she looks tired. She's been looking very tired recently. But today is different. She doesn't even make it to the couch before she starts crying. She lays down on the floor and curls up on the carpet. You can't see her face, but you can hear her. One of the sleeves of her blazer slides off, and she doesn't fix it. Eventually, she gets up and goes to her room. As she's walking, she turns to look out the window. Her big brown eyes are shiny. Her face is puffy and red in the sunset. Evening comes. You are tired and thirsty, but mostly you are sad that you can't help your friend. Flower? You try to flower, but you fail. I'm gonna cry. Day 12. You can feel your stems start to collapse. They've begun to wrinkle to conserve what little water is left. The edges of your leaves are drying, becoming sunburnt. The light peeks over the horizon. Hot. Too hot. For the first time, you wonder if you'll make it. The bedroom door opens, and Joe rushes out. She makes hurried noises in the kitchen. She's late, and she knows. There's a sudden crash, the noise of glass breaking, and a gasp. Oh no, You watch as Joe runs back to her room, her makeup running, her work clothes splashed with coffee. Why? You hear her repeat from her room. Why now? As she's running between the kitchen and her room, paper towels in one hand, dirty blazer in the other, the morning sunlight catches her eye and she pauses. She stares out the window, breathing heavily. I think this was a mistake. She takes a deep breath, steadying herself. The moment passes and she turns back to her room, tossing the wad of paper towels towards the kitchen. I don't have time for this. Future me can deal with it. You wonder when future Joe will get here and how she'll feel about the multiple messes that present Joe has left for her to deal with. Joe leaves. You wish she could have opened the window a little. Even the dew from the morning air would be better than this. It would be something. The day passes as the ones before. Quiet. Still. The windowsill has gotten dusty. In the afternoon, the wind picks up and rips through the trees, causing the tree limbs to rustle and bang the window. Maybe it was a good thing Joe didn't leave the window open after all. The sunset is beautiful, and then it's gone, and then it's late evening, and still Joe isn't home. She's never been out so late. You wait. And then suddenly, laughter. The door swings open. Two unfamiliar faces enter the apartment, followed by Joe. She's flushed and a little wobbly on her feet, but she's smiling. Wow, exclaims one of the strangers. Your apartment is so nice. Super lucky to find a one-bedroom in this neighborhood. Haha, yeah, yells Joe. Oh man, I'm drunk. You're okay, says the other person, helping Joe to the couch. She spots you in the windowsill and brightens. Oh, she exclaims, you have a begonia. Joe squints, taking a moment to process. Oh, yeah. It was a gift from my friend from back home. She helped me move in and everything. She told me not to kill it, but I'm bad at plants. What did you say its name was? Gabby? Gabby examines you with a critical eye. It's a begonia. It's good at photosynthesizing and creating oxygen. You know, for nicer air inside. It's super almost dead. Joe groans. Shoot. It can't die. I promised. Gabby dusts off the watering can and holds it out to their friend. Kai, can you fill this? He takes it and nods. Can do, ma'am. Gabby sits next to Joe and suggests a better watering schedule for you. The relief you feel as the water is poured into your soil. It's like nothing you've ever felt before. You hope it's not too late. Gabby is our office plant queen, says Kai. She rescued all the poor plant friends in my apartment, too. Joe turns to Gabby, tears welling in her eyes. Maybe it's the alcohol. Maybe it's stress from the move. Maybe it's everything. Oh, girl, says Gabby, wrapping an arm around Joe. Joe wipes her eyes, giggling and sniffling. It was really nice of you guys to ask me to hang out tonight. I've been having a really hard time. Like, everything's been pretty rough. I know I already said, but thanks for... Joe hesitates. For being my friends. Gabby and Kai. Aw, in chorus. We're glad too, says Gabby. We've been trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Squad goals, yells Kai. You think maybe he's a bit drunk too. It's like The Bachelor up in the office, says Gabby, nudging Joe. Everyone wants to be friends with the cool new girl. And we're winning, yells Kai. They giggle. Kai gasps. Okay, wait. What if, go with me, what if you threw a housewarming party? Joe rolls over on the couch. You think people would be into that? Yes, says Gabby. You should do it. And you have such a nice apartment anyway. Joe thinks it over for a moment and then nods. Only if you guys come. Of course. You watch as they talk for a while longer. Joe looks happier than she's been in a long time. Seeing her happy makes you happy. On her way out, Gabby points at you. Don't kill this one, okay? It'll take good care of you if you take good care of it. Before she goes to bed, Joe bends down and touches your now dry leaves. I'm sorry, bud. Don't die. Come on. We can do it. Flower. You try to flower, but you fail. Day 15. Joe's been happier lately. She waters you each morning, carefully inspecting your leaves for signs of recovery. Today she ate some Greek yogurt with her coffee and stood at the window, taking in the morning sunlight. You feel healthier. Perhaps it was your brush with death, but the world seems brighter and more vibrant than before. Birds chirp outside and the apartment sparkles in the sunlight. When Joe gets home in the evenings, she cooks dinner or talks to her friends on the phone. She looks healthier too. You're on your way. Flower! You try to flower, but you fail. Damn it. Come on. Day 20. Joe is excited today. She spends most of the day at home, leaving only for a short bit and coming back with groceries. And this really cool thing called plant food. In the evening, Joe's phone rings. She answers it immediately. Hi, Abby, she exclaims. You get fired yet? She laughs and shakes her head, falling backwards on the couch. No, I have not. It's super alive. I'm feeding it plant food right now. Joe grins at you, like you're sharing a secret. So, yeah, about the... Yeah, you could come? Yes! Of course, I'm so excited. Joe laughs again. I know, my work friends are actually pretty cool. I'm so excited for you guys to meet. You feel nourished. Is it the plant food, or is it because she's talking again? Either way, you find it comforting. Flower! You try to flower, but you fail. I'm gonna flower. It's gonna happen. Day 25. Look how big you're getting. Joe doesn't have work today, but she gets up early anyway. You can tell she's excited. Gabby and Kai show up around noon. Party team! Yells Kai. They leave the apartment for a few hours, return with shopping bags from various stores. By evening, the apartment has reached maximum party. Streamers hang from the ceiling, balloons dust gently around the floor, and the fridge is stuffed with appetizers. Joe and her friends giggle their way through decorating. You realize you've never seen this many people in one place before. You're excited. Flower. Damn it! Would have been a great time. Day 26. Dawn breaks. The apartment fills with colorful light that dances off the glittering party decorations. You feel something spark deep inside of you. You're not sure what it is. It's warm and buzzing. Joe dances out of her bedroom, half-dressed with a toothbrush in her mouth and a phone in the other. Pancakes, she yells, to no one in particular. She docks her phone, still blasting pop music, and starts cooking. You smell cinnamon in the air, and the open window welcomes in birdsong and ambient neighborhood noises. Your leaves rise to meet the sun. The evidence of your near-death experience is almost non-existent now, save for the crinkled ends and a couple larger leaves. Late morning, there's an aggressive knock on the door. Joe runs to open it. "Hello, best friend," yells Abby, holding up a gift bag in one hand and a Mylar balloon in the shape of a dump truck that reads, "It's a boy," in the other. "Hello, best friend," Joe yells back. They hug. The dump truck floats to the ceiling as they both try to pick each other up and both fail, falling to the floor, laughing. The afternoon rolls around, and the first round of guests show up. You recognize Gabby and Kai. There are plenty of people you don't recognize, but they all seem to be having a good time. Music plays, dancing breaks out. People swarm the place with platters of garlic bread and melted brie cheese. A little ways in, Joe climbs onto a chair. "Hey everyone," she shouts. "I have an important announcement." Joe gestures to Abby. "This is Abby, my best friend from back home. The announcement is that she's very cool." Everyone cheers. Abby climbs onto the chair next to Joe, almost pushing her off. "Thank you, everyone. I also have an announcement." She holds up a bottle. "Shots! Shots! Shots!" Everyone agrees that this, too, is a very good announcement. Partying continues into the evening. The sun sets, and you can feel the last heat escape and the chill of the night creep through the window. Someone walks over to the window and closes it quickly, much to your relief. In the middle of a heated debate about anime, you catch Abby's eye. She gasps, her face brightening. "Oh my God, it's you! You're alive!" she says to you. She's maybe yelling a bit. It's fine. She rustles your leaves a little, then turns back to the party. With so many people around, you feel exhilarated. All the CO2 makes you feel as drunk as everyone else. You feel your leaves droop for the evening, and the last of the reigning partiers leave. Gabby, Kai, and Abby stay over. They crash on various soft surfaces, except Gabby, who sleeps on the coffee table. You don't judge. Maybe a little, but it's fine. With everyone asleep, Joe takes a long look up at the night sky. Her makeup is smudged. The stars are reflected in her dark eyes. She's very pretty. Flower! Gah! You try to flower, but you fail. Day 27. You hear a slow groan from the bedroom, which is responded to from the living room by 3 equally tired groans. "Why on earth did I drink so much?" says Joe, bracing herself against the doorframe of her room. Abby's muffled voice comes from underneath the pillow. "Shh, go back to sleep, I'm dying." "You're not, and I can't," says Joe, rubbing her face. "I'm going to make coffee. You guys want some?" Three tired but affirmative noises echo from the living room. Super. It's a beautiful day. The morning sun warms your leaves. You feel stronger than you ever have before. Maybe it's time. Flower. Joe moves around in the kitchen as the others slowly wake up and collect themselves. Shedding blankets and deflated balloons, they're all sitting upright around the coffee table by the time Joe walks over with 3 mugs. Gabby takes one, covering her eyes. "Please, someone, close the curtains." "Got you, babe," says Joe. She walks over to the window. She sees you. "Oh," she says quietly. "What are... Oh my God," says Abby, tripping over a blanket in a rushed effort to get closer. They gather around you. The flowers are small, but they're bright and strong, and you wear them proudly. Everyone is smiling. "Oh wow, it's super beautiful. I didn't know they did that." Abby throws her arm around Joe excitedly. "You did it! You're a real plant mom. Look, dude, this plant loves you so much it gave you flowers." Everyone's looking at you, so nobody else notices that Joe is blinking back tears. She's smiling, though. You stand up a little straighter, just for her. Joe wipes her eyes and takes a deep breath. "So, breakfast?" Joe leaves the apartment, laughing, surrounded by friends. The morning sun will keep you warm until she gets back. For Carson. "All right, man, that ripped at my damn heartstrings. I was crying about a plant. That was wonderful. I absolutely love that. Oh, man. That was great. Wonderful. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for 3 cozy games. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you want to do more, please let me know, because I like to break it up every once in a while and do something just a little bit different and just relax and hang out. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.